The task force went to the market to arrest some market women who were dealing in pirated textiles. Again, instructions came from your office asking that perhaps because of the Christmas, they should be allowed to sell those gloves. Shall we ever have the courage to promote local industries so that our youth can get employment?
Anti-piracy task force. We have not suspended, we have not stopped the work of the anti-piracy task force. We asked for a moratorium on the work of the anti-piracy task force. This happened because of the operation that was carried out at the end of last year. The timing was wrong. I mean, Christmas, a period of goodwill, you know, everybody was looking to earn a little something to go and feed their families. I don't think that was the time to go seizing women's wares. And I believe that we also must not concentrate only on the markets. We must concentrate on the borders where these things come through. We cannot be lax on the borders, take bribes from the people, let them bring the textiles in, and then when the women have bought it, go and seize the things from the women. And so I think that the concentration on the markets is misplaced. We must concentrate on the entry points and seize those textiles at the entry points. But one of the things I've discussed with the Minister of Finance, because the women complained that they were ignorant about, they couldn't tell the difference. And so I said, okay, let's place a moratorium. Let's carry out an educational campaign over the first quarter of the year and let the women be educated on the harm that pirated textiles do to us. Textile mills have designers who come out with the patterns for the cloth. As soon as they produce the cloth, unpatriotic citizens take a sample of the cloth off to China, give it to their printers, look at this pattern, and the Chinese will copy it nicely and produce the same fake textile, and then they ship it to Ghana. Often they'll bring it to our neighboring countries and then bring them in small quantities on motorbikes until they brought a whole container in. Now what it does is it steals our intellectual property of our people, and then two, it puts our sons and daughters out of work. For every fake textile you sell, one Ghanaian textile remains unbought. And so you put a Ghanaian worker out of work. Happily, after the incident, I met the market women, and they said they understand the harm it causes and that they are willing to work together with government to deal with the issue of pirated textiles. So I think that we have a consensus going forward. We should discuss with them, educate them, give them a period to educate the women on the illegal fake textiles, and then after that we can resume the operation. One of the things we want to introduce is to introduce a tax stamp. And so when we introduce the tax stamps, we will apply to the textile sector. And so each printed textile will have a tax stamp on it. And so if it doesn't have a tax stamp, then it's a pirated textile, and it's easy to identify. And then the women will be told, if it doesn't have this stamp, we come to the market, we take it, no crying, no ajay mewu, you know. But I think that it's something we need to deal with, and we should do it in a humane manner, not to cause adversity to our market women.
With me in the studio is the General Secretary of the Federation of Labour, Abraham Kumson, to look at some of the issues the President raised concerning pirated textiles and the way forward. Thank you very much, Abraham, for joining us here. What are your, opinions, your observations as far as the President's submission on pirated textile is concerned, especially when you feel your weight behind the Textile Workers Union in their bid to demonstrate?
Thank you, Sister. You see, I think the President has been misinformed about the real situation on the ground. And I know that the directors at the Ministry of Trade and Industry have ill-advised the Minister, and the Minister in turn has also misinformed the President about the real situation.
Why do you say that?
I say this because if you listen to the President, he is speaking yes, he's not aware about what is actually happening. Because if you meet the women, for instance, if you are dealing with armed robbers, and we are saying that the way the police is pursuing the armed robbers have to survive. They have to also, make a living. It's Xmas time, so they should be allowed. We should use human face. Meanwhile, they are destroying and killing people.
But this is the same scenario. Are they the same things if you put them on a weighing scale?
No, what is it? We are talking about illegalities. We are talking about illicit trading. Are they doing the right thing? Whether at the borders or at the point of sales. When you are caught, are you doing the right thing? Do you have the papers, the genuine document to prove that what you are selling is, covered or what? We are talking about legal issues. We are talking about lawlessness. So you are saying that because it is Xmas, so we should, allow them to destroy the economy to make a living for themselves. You see, but we're going to hold a press conference. Now that we've heard him, yesterday we couldn't monitor, except that people were calling us, But now that we've seen or we have heard what he said, we're going to hold a press conference and tell the president that, Your Excellency, I think your minister has misinformed you. The chief directors there have ill-advised the minister because the chief directors, they have been there permanently for so many years. So, and they are supposed to know the seriousness of this problem. So if they will advise the minister the way they have advised him, for the minister to also misinform the president, it's a very serious thing. And we have to hold a press conference to let the president know what is actually happening on the ground.
But manufacturers of textile here in the country, what steps have they taken to make sure that the fabric is not copied, their designs are not copied?
No, what can they do? This material that we are wearing, if you want to scan it, it's easy. You scan it and you get the soft copy, and wherever you want to send it, you send it.
I'm asking because over time we've spoken about the fact that we want to properly register, copyright textile designs, and how
we
far
have the laws. The laws are there. Trademarks, copyright. We have all the laws that will protect.
Which only protect us in the country?
Oh yes, the design. For instance,
how about on the international level? Have we done that?
We have the World Trade Organization agreement. This is a copy that I'm holding. It set out the rules to the extent that they are saying that if the fabric is seized and is pirated, it must be destroyed. This is the document, and the Ministry of Trade, no. If the minister doesn't know, then it's unfortunate that he's still at post. Because the chief directors are supposed to advise him, and they have all condoned with these kind of illegal things. That's what I'm saying. I can prove it. If you're talking about training, educating the traders, look, we've done this since 2009.
Educating the women?
Educating the women.
But you do admit that it wouldn't be such an easy task telling the fake from the original, because sometimes they're too identical.
Look, the employers, the manufacturers have sponsored an outreach. We've been to all the border posts to educate the customs officers to be able to differentiate the fake and the genuine. We've done that, not only once. We've assembled them in Tema, GTP premises, to give them this orientation. And they know. The women too, we have met them at the Standards Authority conference room. We've met them at the Ministry of Trade conference room. We've met them at AMA conference room. Even we have invited some of them from Kumasi to come. And there are publications on it. Time will not allow. Otherwise, I will show you. It's not just by word of mother I'm saying. We have documents on this. So what training? If you are a fool, you will go to all the schools in the world, you will remain a fool. And so you don't waste time. People who are undermining economy. And we are saying that we should continue to educate. For how long? Forever?
Let's talk about the introduction of the tax stamp. It should solve the problem without even having to educate the women in identifying which cloth is fake or not. It would check these things at the borders.
The women, they know what they are. And unfortunately, you see, the president is talking about we going to the borders or monitoring this thing from the borders. These people do not use approved entry points. Unless you are going to wall the borders from Afrawo to Burkina down to wall, a very tall wall. They will leave checkpoints that the customs people will be able to do their work. We've gone around and we met these customs officers. They are saying that only few fabrics pass through their checkpoints. About 99% of these things come through the bushes, the rivers, and all that. So how do we go there? Unless we form human chain, human fence. That's the only way out.
But Abraham, what then do you suggest we do? Okay, they don't come to 99% of it.
What we are saying is that, look, when we are playing football, we have 11 players. Are all of them on the field playing? You leave your goalpost open. That's why you keep somebody there so that in case there is any stray ball, he can intercept it. So the task force, the work of the task force is to monitor the market. Look, the government itself has set up a vetting committee. We have the vetting committee and the task force. The vetting committee vets designs that are supposed to be brought in. We meet every month at the Standards Authority. And so, if you want to bring this design, you bring it there. The manufacturers are there. Is it owned by you? What certificate shows that you own it? If they show, then we stop it. So we have controls as to which fabrics are to be brought in. So then why do we even maintain this committee? Then we should scrap all. We waste costing financial loss to the state. We meet there, we take our allowances, we drink, we chop, and then that is the end of it. So the task force is to go to the market to also make sure that only approved prints are brought there. If I say that we should stop, then why do you continue to fund the meetings and all these things? Wasting money. So we think that it is people are condoning in these crimes. It's a criminal activity, and this thing must be stopped. It's not about human face. Human face, when an armed robber is killing you, then you say, oh, me, I have a gun, I will not shoot you. So you shoot me and go. Come on.
Right. All that you've said is suggestive of the fact that you are not in favor of the tax stamp.
The what?
The tax stamp the president spoke about introducing.
Look,
to identify.
This document, 2003. This document, this Foreign Revenue Agencies Governing Board, they organized this seminar workshop at Maclean Hotel, 2003, 25th August. Look, some of these things that they wrote, introduction of the banderole tax stickers system for printed fabrics to be 2003. It didn't work. Look, because the thing is that the people are able to fake Standard Authority logo. They fake GTP logo. They fake printers. And it is very difficult. Banderole, how are you going to check it? Even 50 Ghana cedis, people fake it.
So, Abraham, how can we get these pirated textiles before they get into the country, so that we don't have a case where market women will spend hard-earned cash buying
why do you go
and then would have to destroy them?
Look, I'm not a lawyer, but I think that if anybody argues from that angle, that the person has a big problem.
I'm talking about proactive measures.
For instance, this your iPad is missing. Then you are blaming your watchman. Watchman, why didn't you make sure that this thing didn't go out? Or your equipment here. The thing is gone. Then you go to the market and find that somebody is selling them in the market. You say, oh, for me, then where is your watchman? So, no, for me, once it is here, I've bought it. Allow me to sell. Will you allow him?
You see, Abraham, my point is, you're creating an ideal picture where all the market women understand and are able to identify pirated designs from non-pirated ones, from the original ones. That is not the case. It's a little too ideal to be the case. So let's just say that these women do not know, are not able to identify the pirated ones from the original textile.
This is very graphic publication, Tuesday, March 2nd, 2010. When we met the women, what are they saying? We won't patronize.
How many women did you meet?
We cannot group all of them together. We go from place to place. Kumasi, Mankasi Market, Cape Coast Markets, Takrady, Accra here. We've done all. They know what they are doing. If they say that we will not patronize counterfeit textiles. So, what does it tell you? That they don't know?
Granted. The question I'm asking is,
they know what they are doing.
Over the years, we've waited for the textiles to come into the country and then destroy them. What proactive measures can we take so that the textiles do not get in at all?
Who should take? The manufacturers?
Not
Look,
the...
You see, the manufacturers,
the investors, perhaps the manufacturers, can suggest some ways we can deal with this.
What ways? What we are saying is that the best way out is to pursue these people, because see, I brought a CD here. I wish it can be played. 2011, GTV broadcast some story. The Metro Mass bus passed through all the checkpoints from Aflawo to Tema. The security people were all around. They never saw anything until the bus left the Afenya barrier. Then it caught fire. The security men around got closer and they saw bales of cloth dropping from the bus. Metro Mass, it got bent. I wish you can play that one.
We know that story. We carried it all here.
So how are you going? Because the thing is that the people are not using the entry point manned by security personnel. They come through the bushes. That's why I'm saying that the best way out, if the president is saying that we should target the borders, then they should erect a wall, very tall wall from Aflawo to Paga, and then that is the only way out. Otherwise, for the market, if they stop it, they think that they want to kill the industry. They want to also undermine the economy they themselves who are running. And we are going to hold a press conference. There we'll have enough time. Come and ask anything that you want to, because you don't have time now.
Have you then fixed the date for your second demonstration? Now
that the president has spoken, if you demonstrate, you will not understand. You will still maintain, because he has been misinformed. So if you demonstrate, they will do these lawless boys and girls on the street. So we must state our position very clear to him.
How do you intend to do that?
The press conference, the statement will give him a copy.
I see.
So that he himself will have time to read it and know that the minister, the chief directors there are a bunch of characters who want to destroy the economy and destroy the president himself.
I see. Thank you very much, Abraham. Abraham Kumsin is General Secretary of the Federation of Labour. We've been talking anti-piracy of textiles made here in the country. Yesterday at the media interaction, you recall that President Mahama had outlined a couple of measures they were putting in place to deal with the situation. He also made clear that really the work of the task force was only suspended for the festive season and would take effect again soon. And he also said they were going to introduce the tax stamps to identify the pirated textiles from the original ones. But this obviously does not sit well with the Federation of Labour, and they say they will hold a press conference, outline reasons why this cannot be accepted, and they want the tax force to go back onto the market and destroy their pirated textiles, and asking that the people at the Trades and Industry Ministry stop misinforming the president. I'll take a break here. When I return, we'll talk about the government of Ghana's issuance of its third 7-year bond. Don't go away.